Welcome back to my channel. I apologise for there's not been many videos lately because guess where I've been? But I thought I'd share with you a very quick story. This is actually absolutely true. Take it as you will. I'm just going to tell you what happened. But one of the nice things about travelling the way I do is you get to sort of practice. Sometimes you get to practice the magic and the spirituality of the region that you're actually visiting. And I'm quite fascinated by the philosopher, spiritual teacher Neville Goddard, who talks about, for want of a better word, no, I'm not going to say the law of attraction because it's not that. It's not the law of attraction. People think it is on the surface because they don't actually read him, but it's not. It's deeper than that. But manifestation is a part of it. Reality creation is a part of it, or more specifically in his case, reality selection. Well, I've done a couple of videos on him before if you want to check out more about his stuff. Anyway, the point is this. One of the best stories about Neville was when he was interacting with his own teacher, Abdullah, when he was learning all about this stuff, about how the universe works. And Abdullah was a mystic from Ethiopia. And Neville was stuck in New York City, I think it was Christmas. And he wanted to get to Barbados to be with his family for Christmas. He's from Barbados. But you wouldn't know that from listening to him, but I remember the first time I heard a Neville Goddard lecture, a recording of it, and I thought because he was from Barbados he might have a slight patois in his accent, but no, he sounds like a Victorian English woman. Fascinating. I tell you now, your own wonderful imagination is God, and it's worth a listen. And that's the other thing I like about him, by the way. You can listen to him because all of his lectures, all of his talks are out there for free. That's why I like him. He never made any money from his spiritual teaching. That was an offering, and the books and the talks were very. He let people record his talks. He didn't care. He made his money in the world by actually doing his thing. Anyway, I had a gap in the diary. I had something go wrong. I had a dream was coming true and then it wasn't, if you know what I mean. I'm in show business. This happens all the time. It's not personal. It feels personal when it happens, but it's not personal. It's for show business. And if you're in show business, the best way to maintain your mental clarity is to accept that all there is what's happening now, and nothing's real until it is, if you know what I mean. There's an awful lot of scripts that get very close to development and don't happen, an awful lot of TV shows that get close to happening and don't. And in my own case, this was a project that I was very excited about that came to naught. I ended up getting ghosted because, and again, that show business, ghosting, no one ever tells you, just get ghosted. It happens. But it left me with a 3-month block in my diary that I blocked out for this particular project, and now I had free time, but everyone's booked up for the year ahead, so I'm not going to get anything last minute. I thought I'd take a little sabbatical to recharge my burned out brain. I was very tired. But then I started to think, oh, it'd be nice to earn, it would be nice to make some money, and I remembered I just started to do the thing I do, a bit of Neville. I just started to assume the state of the wish fulfilled, which was his primary method, not necessarily visualizing or charting, just assume success, assume something will come up, assume something good will happen. I remember there's the Barbados story. So Neville was stuck in New York. He wanted to get to Barbados for Christmas. He was imagining it, visualizing it, praying for it. Nothing was happening. He went to see Abdullah, his teacher, and explained to him, you know, I'm visualizing, I'm praying, I'm affirming, it's not happening, Abdullah. And Abdullah replied to him, Neville, you are in Barbados and you went first class. And then shuts the door on him, and Neville got it right. It's not about all there's no point affirming, charting, visualizing if you don't feel it here, you don't feel it's real, and you don't feel it now, because now is all that exists. There is no such thing as time. That is a function of the human nervous system to just kind of measure what's going on, but time doesn't actually exist, according to Neville, and according to me, by the way. I'll do some more videos on that. Things are getting very interesting, actually. But so he just assumed he was in Barbados. As he was walking, he assumed the feeling of being in Barbados. He was in the cold streets of New York, but he assumed the feeling of being in Barbados, and sure enough, he got there, and he got there first class. The synchronicities lined up, reality rose to meet him, and he ended up in Barbados for Christmas, and he went first class. A lovely story. I've got no reason to doubt it. So I was doing my little, well, you know what? I'm happy, I'm busy, I'm working, I'm performing. And then I said to myself, in my little trance state, I said to myself, just to sign it off, Buckles, you are in Barbados. Just to get that little click. And 2 days later, the agent phones up, or last minute's contracts come up. Exactly what I was imagining, you know, beautiful. It's a 6-star resort. It's wonderful. You're doing 2 shows. But here's the kicker. You'll never guess where it was. I'm sorry. Buckles is in Barbados. Coincidence? I don't know. It's just a nice story. Could be coincidence. Could be that I manifested it. Could be I aligned with a reality where it was the case. Could just be coincidence. I give not a shit. It's just a nice story. And here I am in Barbados, making this video for you. Key lime ice cream, my friends. This I did manifest. It didn't exist. This I literally made out of the universe itself. I just, you know, willed a key lime ice cream to appear, and appear it did. But I sort of did. When you really get into thinking about things in that way, if it really is all a hologram, then real me did. If that makes sense. I'm gonna, yeah. Do you like that?